My name is Mo Crypto, and today we're going to be looking at Polkadot on a chart and see where we could be headed with Polkadot, what sort of profits you can make, what your entry point should be, and sort of if you didn't know already, we're in the midst of alt season right now. Bitcoin has just broken past the $52,000 mark, and there was a lot of great entries last week. Now, right now, a lot of currencies are reaching up into their highs and towards sort of their take profit region, but I still feel like Polkadot is a good coin that you can still get into at this price point and still make a good amount of money on. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So first of all, what we have over here is I'm just going to remove this one Fibonacci over here just to make it a little bit simpler, and we'll add it back on later. What we can see is we've had a steady increase. I've added these resistance lines. It's hit between here. You can see there was a lot of horizontal action going on here, and it's bounced between the two. Once it's broken past that, you can see it's gone straight up. Now what we have is I've drawn a Fibonacci from this bottom zone here, and you can see that we've got this golden zone marked out, and we've got the candle wicks coming down into it and establishing it as support. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I am going to draw another Fibonacci to show the sort of more recent zones that we can be looking at. So you can see that that zone has shifted upwards, and you can see that this is where the main parts of the candles were bouncing up against. Okay, so we can see that we've established that as support, and what I have here is I have a new trend line that I've drawn right here from the bottom, and you can see it's created a wedge from this top trend line over here. So this would have been the perfect time to buy right at the bottom of this wedge here, and it would have been just before it breaks this resistance. I'm going to show you those resistance lines in a little bit more detail. So let's go into the 4-hour candles, and you can see all of that here, and you can see obviously these candles have dipped into this zone, established it as support, and came back up. We had a sort of head and shoulders region here, where it's gone up and to the other direction. Okay, so you can see in this wedge, this would have been sort of a perfect time to buy, as it neared this area here. But as Bitcoin increased, this increased as well, and what you can see is this runs past this resistance zone that I've set out here, and then we had another resistance zone here at the top, which is broken out of now as well. Okay, so we can see some decent profits in the future. Ideally, you wanted to have got in around this point, but I still feel like we can make some decent profits. So let's see the paths that we can establish from this. So right now, I feel like what is going to happen is reach this area here at this high, and you can see it started to slow down. Okay, so it started to slow down. I feel like it will dip slightly, but at this price point, you're pretty safe to buy. Okay, so it's gonna dip slightly, and then I feel like it will reach its all-time high again. So that's scenario one. Scenario two is that it goes past its all-time high. So sorry, that's its all-time high, and it reaches up into the 45 regions. Okay, so that's the next sort of prediction that I have. So it will dip, and then it will encounter support at the previous all-time high, and then eventually reach up into higher levels up top. So that's what we're ideally hoping for, and it would be the best case scenario. Otherwise, what will happen with this path that I've drawn is we'll reach that all-time high, we will dip, and then we'll eventually end up going back up. So we'd encounter this support here again, and if this does become support, then we'd be headed back up. Okay, so we've got two scenarios there. One is that it will dip and go up again, hit this all-time high, come back down, test this region of support again, then go right back up. The next scenario is that we go straight up from here, test the all-time high by just passing straight through it, go up, reach the $45–46 zone, and then from here go back down, test this all-time high, and then go back up again. Remember, when things reach their all-time high, they generate a lot of hype, and due to that hype, they're going to increase even more. Okay, and normally we always like having a bearish scenario as well. So in this case, if it does go down, then we're looking at it passing through this support region, hitting against that trend line at the bottom, resistance zone and support zone, hitting back off this as resistance, and then going back down towards this region, testing this golden zone on the Fibonacci again. Okay, then heading back up, and we could have another horizontal period where it's trying to reach up against this zone. Okay, but right now I'm pretty confident that we're going to be going up. As you can see as well here, we have a nice little ascending channel in the short term as well. So you can see we've had it hit there a few times, and then also we have had it hit here a few times as well, and it's broken through that very nicely. So you can see that if I go into the 1 hour zone, you can see that it matches up even better now. Okay, so it's got huge potential for it at the minute, and we can be looking at making a decent profit even from this 38 zone to the 42. We're looking at a 10% profit, and then if we go up even higher, then we're looking at 20-25 plus profit. Okay, so get in on it while you can, and let's make some money, guys. Okay, just like and subscribe. Please let me know how you found the video. Anything that you guys want me to talk about, let me know, and I'll try and make another video. On any questions you have about any kind of resistance and support levels, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll try my best to get back to you. So thank you very much, guys. Cheers. Thank you for watching. It's been more crypto.